Good morning, everyone. We'll give
Morning.
folks just another few seconds to join and then we'll get going here. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Appreciate Mo taking his time to walk us through Videobuzz. Well, you guys are on time, so we can get going. We are recording this, and I know a bunch of folks end up watching the recording. So, um, real quick, we have Mo on directly from Videobuzz, so it's always awesome when he takes the time to kind of walk us through the system, show us the tips and tricks and the latest and the greatest. So definitely appreciate you taking the time, Mo. Um, just real quick, we're going to be talking about Videobuzz today. You'll log into Leverage. You go to the marketing tab, scroll down to social media, and then just click that tab, and then you'll see Videobuzz and open it up, and you come to your dashboard. So it's basically where we're gonna start, and then of course, let Mo just take it from there, showing the dashboard, etc. So Mo, are you? Oh, there you are. Cool.
I am here. Yeah, good morning. Thanks for
Good
having
morning. Yeah, you should
me.
have full access to share your screen, and I will let you take it from there. Again, appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate being able to jump on with everybody. So let me go ahead and that should be coming through now. Can everybody, is
Yeah,
that coming
yes,
through
we can
okay?
see
Awesome.
dashboard. Yes.
All right. Well, just wanted to make sure on that. So yeah, well, we'll kind of get started. As I go through, as Wayne was mentioning, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to stop me. The goal today is just kind of to go through all the highlights. Make sure that if you're a little rusty with Videobuzz, or maybe this is your very first time, just that you kind of know what the system can do for you, where to access everything, that sort of a thing. So we'll get cooking and going through this. I'm hoping that we can do this, kind of make sure everybody's up to speed. And then Wayne, maybe, sometime in March, we could maybe do it again. We've actually got some cool new features we're going to be launching at Fuel as well. So along with what you're going to see today, we're going to be introducing a mobile app and a cool new AI piece that we're calling BuzzBot, a whole new stats platform, some really fun stuff. So all that to be said, maybe once a quarter or so, kind of like how you all have, these quarterly calls. Stay in touch with us. If you see a new announcement or there might be something posted in Leverage, we're constantly pushing out, a spring, summer, fall, winter type of an update. So all that being said, as Wayne mentioned, you don't need any special username or password to get into the system. Right through Leverage, you're going to be able to find Videobuzz under that marketing section. And when you log in, it will automatically route you right here. The only difference is that this will be branded to you. So this will have your face, it'll be your profile and all of your stuff. Instead, as you can see right now, I'm logged in as the main admin for the company. Okay. So dashboard, this is kind of just a landing spot, not a whole lot to do here, but this will start to show you, and as you use the platform, how many new listings I've got, listings that were shared, the testimonials, or some people call them the client reviews, and then of course follow-ups, the buyer and seller follow-ups, some analytics and stats for that. There's a what's new section. Again, as I mentioned, if you're ever curious, hey, what's the latest version that we're working with, you can click onto this and it will pop up and walk you through some of the new features. A quick getting started, 4 things here to just help get you started and get your accounts connected if it's your very first time. And then a hotspot of anything up and coming, something new that we just launched, or just something that we're trying to feature. So it kind of gives you an update there on the dashboard. Listings, what we're going to really cover today is this listing section, automation, and follow-ups. Those are the 3 big components of what Videobuzz can do and what you have access to right now today at 0 cost at all. Okay, so you can jump in right now today and take advantage of the system. So listings, this is where all of your listing videos get automatically created by us, and they get housed right here in this listings section for you, okay? Now, one of the differences, if you happen to be following along, or maybe if you're watching this recording at a later time, when you're logged in to your own agent profile, the only difference here that you will see is there's going to be a toggle, a little green, toggle button right next to where it says recent listings. And what that is meant for is you might not be a listing agent. Maybe you're a buyer's agent, or maybe you're brand new, or maybe you're just in between listings because it still is cold and there's not a lot of listings out there or whatever. But if you were ever in a position where you would like to still market a listing video, you just don't have a listing currently, you'll notice that toggle will allow you to switch from my listings to the company listings. And so if you wanted to switch to the company listings, now you have an opportunity, to help with cross sales or to help promote, one of your buddies or a different agent's property, and at least still keep yourself out there in front of social media. Okay. So other than that, all of these will function exactly the same. So you'll see each one of these videos has their own, or each one of these listings rather has their own card. And in that, we've got some different options. So there's a details and edit and analytics on this specific property. If you want to manually share this out to social media, you can click on this green share now button. You can delete the video, and then we make all of these in a branded and as well an unbranded form. So if you did want to send the video back to your MLS and they required it to be unbranded, you can click on that and copy that video for them. Lastly, here down below, you'll be able to see if this was processed successfully or if there was an error. Some of you may have encountered where this will turn red and there's an error. Typically, if you just highlight over there, it will tell you, hey, there wasn't a minimum of 3 images, or the picture resolution was too low, so we couldn't make a video. So this will just give you kind of at a quick glance an idea of if it's good or if it needs some work. And then down below here, I know it's probably really small coming through your screen, but this will show me when this video was created initially and then when it was last updated, right? So maybe it was created yesterday, or it was created a week ago, and now there was a price update. And so this last updated, it'll always give you a good indicator of which version we're working on, okay? Details and edit. This is where we probably get the most questions regarding the listing piece. So I'm just going to spend, maybe a minute and a half here and just show you a couple of pointers. If you click into details and edit, one of the really cool things with our system, obviously, is that it gets automatically done. You don't have to lift a finger. Stuff gets done. That's always a good thing in my book. However, we kind of have the best of both worlds where if you ever did want to, you have the ability to add additional images or to add videos. So maybe you got, a real high-end listing and you paid to have a videographer go out, or you got some cool drone footage or something like that. And you're like, man, I really wish that I could add this into my video. Under that details and edit button is where you will do that, okay? So when I click on that, it's gonna open up this page. You can see all the different property information here. This is everything that we get from your MLS or from Dash, is who sends it to us. And then down below here, you'll notice the scene editor. So when you enter the scene editor, this is where it's gonna pop open and show you all of the different media that we got sent automatically. You can notice you'll have some different options here to change the scene length, to change the effect in between scenes. And if you did ever want to add a sticker, anything, a little sticker that would fly in that bottom right-hand corner, you have the ability to do that per scene. You also have the ability to drag and drop the scene order if you wanted to change the order of any of this. And then lastly, you'll notice this very first one here is to add a scene. So this is where if you wanted, you can click on this, open up any image or video file from your computer, and you'll be able to add it right here into your video. Once you're done and you have the scene editor how you like, be sure and press save and exit. The save and exit will do just that. It's going to save the order, the different scene adjustments that you made here in the scene editor, and then it's going to bring you back to here. So I'm not going to save and exit because I don't want to actually mess with this video. But click on save and exit. That will save all of your scenes how you wanted them. And then when you scroll down, you'll want to click on save and process. This green save and process button is what will take all the changes that you made. Maybe you changed your music, as well, or something else. And it's going to actually process a brand new video for you, unbranded and branded, with all of those changes. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. If you're ever wanting to just play a video, and just see, hey, what does this thing look like? You can always press to play the video and it will walk through and you can see a preview of that right here. Kind of gives you an idea. All of this property information you never have to worry about. This gets, again, automatically updated. So even if you do change something in here, as soon as we go sweep Dash again for new data, it will end up updating with whatever's in Dash. So, all right. So jumping back to listings, again, that kind of gives you at least hopefully a 30,000 foot view of what this is, where you can find your listings. If you're ever wanting to search for a specific listing that maybe you don't see on this first page, you can type in an address in this top right hand search bar, and you can just type in 640, and click to search, and it'll pull up everything that has the 640. So it kind of just makes it an easier way to search for you. Okay. All right. So jumping down to automation. So automation is a fun one. There's a couple different parts to automation, but the first one really complements the listings, right? And what you'll see up top here is that under this automation types, listing lifecycle, and then client reviews. So we're going to jump into listing lifecycle first to get started. So on top of having your listings automatically created, the listing videos, you can also have these automatically shared for you out to social media. Okay, so literally you set this up, it's a set it and forget it is the idea behind it, where your videos get created, they get automatically marketed out to social media, and you didn't have to jump in and do anything. So how you set that up, you'll click on automation, you'll click on this listing lifecycle button, and this will now open up the ability for you to turn on your just listed automation types. Now, just as a side note, we do have a pro package. Some of you, may or may not already have that. I know a lot of ERA, different people, some of them do, some of them don't. But if you're ever curious what the gold is, those are all unlockable things with the pro package, right? So not trying to push that on you, just to clear up, if you're curious why the different coloring. So for the just listed, you're just going to click in on just listed. What this will do now is set up an automation so that every single time you have a new listing, you can automatically market that out to Facebook or YouTube. Okay. So all we're going to do here is make sure that we have a Facebook account connected, and then we choose our Facebook page. Same here, YouTube and our YouTube page. Here you'll see the summary posting. So this will give you a daily posting option. All that means is, hey, if I got a listing that came in on Thursday, it's going to post it that day on Thursday, February 20th, out to Facebook or to YouTube. Max posts per day. This is more or less, just a throttle. Most of the time, people will just stick it to 10. The odds of having, 10 listing videos hit in one day, that'd be a great day, right? But if you were real particular and like, nope, I never want more than one, no matter what, you can set it to one, or anywhere in between, whatever your comfort level is. If you had toggled any of these on, so it looks like we've got YouTube here. So if we toggle YouTube on, you'll notice that this now turns on. When you click save, which I'll just do it real quick and then we'll go turn it off. Now you'll notice that this just listed tab here is going to turn green instead of gray. Okay, so if you're ever curious when you click automation, you can kind of just tell from the color here. If it's green, it indicates this is turned on. There's something running. If it's gray when you first log in, that means you don't have any automation running, for your new listings. So we'll just go ahead and turn it off where it was. Options on the far right-hand side, you can see there's a custom signature you can turn on. So if you wanted, to type in here whatever custom signature you've got, we've seen all kinds of things. I'm sure you have to, if you've got a certain motto or tagline or a certain saying or a Bible verse or your designations or, all kinds of different stuff. If you got something that you want appended to the bottom of all your social media posts, that you're kind of known by or known for, you can just turn this on, type that in here, and we'll go ahead and append that to the bottom of all those social media posts. And then lastly, here's an email confirmation. So some people love getting an email notice. Some people are like, don't spam me. I hate emails. I get too many of them already. But if you do want our system to shoot you a quick email and just say, hey, Mo, FYI, 123 Main Street just posted out to Facebook and YouTube for you. That's what this toggle is for. All right. Once you're done, you would just click save. And as I kind of showed you just a second ago, assuming you had turned this on, this would light up green. And now every time that you've got a new listing, it's going to automatically post for you. Right? Super easy. So you'll just start seeing your videos made, videos posted, and saves you, a lot of time and energy of having to jump in there and do it yourself. All of these, if you're ever curious, these all work exactly the same. It's just more videos to produce, which is why we have to package it in a pro package. So anytime you have an open house or there's a price reduction or pending or sold, you have the ability to turn those on and have those marketed as well. All right, so jumping back to automation, the second part here is the client reviews. Now, Wayne, help me out here. I don't know if Real Solutions does the client reviews. Some companies do, some don't. Let's see, we'll just log in here and see one.
Yeah,
so
we send those out on behalf of the agent once a deal closes. So so everyone knows that, when you close a deal, there is an email sent with a survey link. You can access your own surveys. You have your own dashboard. You can resend them, change an email, ask again, whatever. So, but yes, we do send them out on behalf of the agent.
Awesome, perfect. So yeah, so when those surveys get filled out by your client, they get sent back into the brand. And what Videobuzz does is we go in and we get all the surveys or all those reviews that are 5-star reviews for you. Okay, so, some people will say, hey, well, what if I had a bad review? I don't want that going on social media. It won't. We only pull the 5-star reviews. So, if you had a misunderstanding or whatever, it was your 1 3-star and oh my gosh, I don't want that posted. Don't even worry about it. Again, we're only pulling in the 5 stars. How this works is, again, under automation, then you click on client reviews. It's going to pull up, this spot for you. Currently, you'll notice that this is only for Facebook. The reason is that these are static images. And so we're really close to having these be video files where the stars will fly in. There's a cool shimmer to it. A lot of this branding is going to be changing here soon with the new Move Up theme for ERA. So stay tuned for that. As soon as these are videos, you'll be able to send it to more places as well. But currently, how this works is very similar to the listings. You're going to choose your Facebook account, your Facebook page, and then you have some choices here. So if you'd like these to post immediately when they come in, if you'd like them to post after 48 hours. So maybe you're like, hey, go ahead and post it, but give me a couple of days to just kind of preview it, make sure everything looks good. Or you can say, no, don't post anything unless I approve it, right? Require my approval every time, okay? Off on the right-hand side here, there's 6 different templates right now. As I mentioned, these are going to be changing, but the functionality will remain the same. So you can choose, whichever ones you want or don't want. So if you said, I only want the blue ones, or I only want the white ones, you can toggle the blue ones off. Totally up to you and whatever your preference is. Down below, you're going to see your most recent client review. You can click on the See All, and this will show all your reviews. Again, I'm logged in at the office, so I see everybody. where you're going to see just yours. Okay. Now, a couple of things here just to touch on. Depending on how you have your posting going, like if it's on require approval, you're going to have to go in and manually approve this each time, okay, in order for it to send. If you have post after 48 hours or post immediately, you won't even see this approve button. It'll just be hidden, and it'll give you the ability to post it now if you wanted to, or it will just auto post for you after the 48 hours. And then lastly, here's the details. The details and edit, you can see here, this is what was actually filled out for the client review. We do give you the ability to edit this. So, this is the reason for the 48 hours. If for some reason you wanted to jump in here and just double check what somebody wrote, we're only pulling the 5 stars, but we did have some scenarios early on, years ago when we first started this, where somebody might have been, really complimentary of Tom, but they used a curse word or two, just how much they love him and, whatever. And so if for any reason there was punctuation or there was some grammar or a curse word in here you wanted to take out before it went to your page, you do have the ability to edit it in that way. So, all right. So let's jump back. The last part on automations is the recent automations. So down below here, you're going to notice as you have these turned on, this will start to populate for you. Right now, it's been a little while since we've been running it at the brokerage level. I think the offices are doing this independently, but correct me if I'm wrong, Wayne. But you'll start to see the date that this was posted for you. And then, obviously, if this is active or an inactive property, what the automation type was. So if this was a just listed, or if you're a pro user and it was an open house or a sold or whatever. And then, of course, where it was marketed to. So these will light up depending on where it is that this was shared. Okay. And you can click on this. It'll take me right out to the post on Facebook. Or I could click on this. It'll take me right to the link on YouTube to be able to see it. All right. So let's transition to follow-ups. This program is the buyer and seller follow-up plan. If you haven't heard about this, I'll kind of just highlight it real quick. This is an awesome platform ERA provides. It essentially is a follow-up, drip out to your past clients. This consists of 2 different USPS postcards, actual physical mailers, one in the spring, one in the fall that actually go to mailboxes, and then 8 to 10 different email campaigns that go out to your clients' emails, okay, throughout the year. So this is the #1 adopted platform in all of ERA by a long shot. We've been running this for 7 or 8 years now. And I always like to just brag on the ERA team. This isn't like, kudos to us at Videobuzz. ERA writes these. They send us all the content, the image, everything. If you haven't started using this or you're unaware of it, again, do some research or ask Wayne or what have you. But over 7 or 8 years of doing this, we have a less than 2% unsubscribe rate, which is a testament to how these are written, right? They're not spammy. They're very timely. They come from you. So the way that we send these aren't coming from ERA. They're not coming from ERA Real Solutions. They're not coming from Videobuzz, right? They're coming from Wayne Weaver. They're coming from Mo Moses. They actually come from you addressed to your clients. So they're real personable. Again, it doesn't feel or read spammy or gross. And so, the deliverability of these and people continuing to want to get them is really, really good. So anyway, that being said, there's a buyer side and there's a seller side. Okay, so these function exactly the same. The main difference here is that ERA will cover the cost of any buyer enrollment as long as you enroll that property within 30 days of closing. Okay, so as long as within 30 days of the sale, or 30 days of close, you jump in here and you enroll that property, it's totally free to you. The postcards, the emails, everything for 4 years. right? So be sure you're taking advantage of that. Now, Wayne,
Yeah, and Mo, I'll just jump in. We
yeah,
actually,
perfect.
just so everyone knows, we actually enroll that the property for you. So we log in the system and just market and market to enroll that buyer for the 4 year automatically for you. So if you're good with just the buyer for 4 years, you don't have to do a thing. But I'll let Mo sort of talk about potential upgrades or if you wanted to enroll a seller. But yeah, we do that buyer 4 year and take care of signing it up and paying for it and everything for the agents.
Awesome. Yeah, that makes it even easier. So yeah, that's great. So yeah, if you're ever curious, you can click on enrolled properties then. This will show you all of your different properties that have been enrolled in the platform. So you'll be able to see the listing address. Obviously, the agent would be listed as you. The date, the end date of the marketing plan, and the sold date here, and then plan type, recipient info, right? So, if you wanted to change the details or edit, maybe Robbie got a new email address. You wanted to make sure that you updated that. You can do so under the edit. You can unenroll, as Wayne mentioned, there is a 7-year plan. So if you wanted to, if it was coming, into February 29, you're like, man, I still want to, keep in touch with him. Essentially, it's $3 a year, $3 per year, right? Not per mailer or per anything. Because we do these by the hundreds of thousands for ERA, we just pass that discount to everybody. So $3 for the entire year. That covers the postcards, the printing, the postage, managing of the platform. As you can imagine, it's pretty inexpensive to do that. Same exact thing for sellers, right? So as Wayne mentioned, ERA, they'll cover the buyer enrollment. If you ever had a seller that you're like, hey, I still want to stay in contact with them, you would just click on enroll a property. This will pull open the eligible properties for you. So we'll just pick one of these offices. And then once this loads, here you can see, this will pull up your property. You'll be able to click on this, click to enroll, either the selected or enroll any that are for free. But even, like I mentioned, if this says not eligible, you can still click on this and go to enroll it. It will just give you a pop-up. So we'll just click enroll selected. It'll just give you a pop-up and it'll ask you for $12, right? 4 years, $12 total, $3 a year, and then you can still enroll whatever property you want in. All right, so pretty inexpensive still if you did want to do that. All right, so let's jump back to follow-ups here. This is going to be, again, changing just a little bit, the design of this coming up, but all the functionality, pretty self-explanatory, I think. We do under resources, for those of you following along, or again, if this is your first time and you're like, man, this feels like I'm taking a drink out of a fire hydrant. This is a lot of new stuff. Under resources, a couple of things. One, we have video tutorials on everything we just went through today. So if you like learning just with, quick snippet videos and would rather just kind of watch a tutorial and go through it, we have the dashboard, the listing videos. How do I set up my social media automation? How do I manage my client reviews? Lots of different video tutorials here that you're welcome to watch. We have a support team. So, if you wanted to submit a ticket, these tickets go right to our support desk. Oftentimes I'm jumping in there and I'm helping out the guys as well. Just decipher, who needs to take it on depending on what it is. These also get flagged with the ERA help desk. So, sometimes people are in our system and they think, hey, this tour didn't get updated. And really it was a dash issue. You know what I mean? Or something where it's like, we didn't get the data. And so that's why. So because Videobuzz and ERA work so closely hand in hand, this will go to our team, but we have ERA eyes on it as well. So we can get you really quick help if it's something not on our side. And then lastly, here is this Get Live training. This is why we're talking today. Wayne and I mean, we're always chatting and connecting, but if you ever are like, you know what, I want to type to tech guys, I don't want to watch the review, I just would like 30 minutes to just hop on a video call and talk to somebody, you can get live training and schedule a training with us. This will just pull open a calendar, and I'm on trainings all the time, multiple days a week. We set aside time to make sure that we are hands-on, especially as we launch new versions, right? So like coming up March and April, we're going to have a lot of different people that are available for, helping with the new trainings and new updates. Users, again, if you're following along right now and you don't see users, don't panic. This tab only shows up when you're logged in as the company admin. So this is hidden. If I'm logged in just as me, I'm only managing my user account, but the company admins, this will allow me to jump into a specific office or to log in as a specific agent if I was needing to help somebody and do something for them. And then lastly, here's settings. So under the settings tab, this is going to give you a few different options. One, this will allow you to connect your social media accounts right here. You probably noticed throughout, if I go to share or I go to set up an automation or do something that requires an account, you have the ability to connect your account from right there as well. But if you just wanted to log in, click settings and get your accounts connected right from the jump, you certainly have that ability. Email preferences. Again, some people love getting notices, some people don't. We leave this up to you. So if you wanted our system to shoot you an email when any of these things happen, you just toggle those on. Or if you don't, you toggle them off. And then if you're ever curious about the features and benefits of the Pro package, this kind of gives you a visual, of what's included with the corporate package versus what you get when it's enhanced with Pro, right? So again, the goal isn't to spend a lot of time on that, but if you're ever curious, there's that, or you can obviously shoot us an email and, we're happy to talk about it. But all right, with that being said, I want to be respectful of everybody's time. I know you guys probably have other things you want to chat about, but Wayne, I don't know if there's anything that I missed that we usually do cover. As I mentioned, we're going to have a brand new push coming for fuel here next week. Can't wait. All right, is anybody going to fuel next week? Will I see any of you there in San Diego?
We do. We have I think the latest number is 10 to 15 going. So we do have a
Awesome.
group. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
that'll be
good.
fun. It's always a good time, Some great speakers this year. I'm
Yeah,
excited myself
yeah, for sure.
to hear them. So yeah, we'll swing by and see. I'm actually going to be working at the ERA booth. So
Oh,
if any
cool.
of you are there,
I'll be there.
yeah, come say hi. I'd love to see you face to face. It's always more fun than, oh, I mean, the tech and the Zooms are super nice, but there's nothing like that in person, being able to sit and chat a little bit. So
Wayne, are you going?
I am not sure yet.
Oh, okay.
Why would I know? Why would I know 10 days out? So
Yeah, you're running out of time, Wayne.
yeah.
I think you're down to 7 days now.
Oh yeah, I better decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo, that's great. I love it. And just to that resource button, obviously some good the videos and things, but that their support team, if you have an issue, see an issue, the support team is excellent, quick fixes. So definitely just remember that resource tab. Mo, if you'll just take a second, I appreciate you not, and you never have, trying to push the upgrade, but we have some folks that might be interested in that. They'll be watching the recording. So if you wouldn't mind just taking a second to to talk about the Pro, just how much it is and kind of a quick, hey, what do I get for that? And
yeah.
then, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem at all. So the Pro version is really cool. Probably, the coolest part about it is ERA, because of our corporate relationship with them, we pass on a huge deal. They cover some of the cost. So pricing right up front, it's $19 a month. That's it. One flat fee, nothing else. What the $19 a month covers for you is essentially video production, right? It costs us a hard cost anytime that we're running encoders and we're producing video. So that's what the $19 covers. What that all entails is, number one, under listings, what this will do is, instead of us only creating videos from ERA with a limit of 25 images, now your listing videos can go up to 50 images, right? You also have the ability to custom add listings. So if you wanted to go to a listing presentation and you wanted to take your own photos and videos and maybe use this as a pre-listing tool, that sort of thing, or you had a pocket listing, something like that, that it'll unlock that. The other thing is with automation, as I kind of had mentioned, instead of only having my new listings, now every time that you have an open house, we're going to market that as an open house, change all the verbiage, change the sticker, post that out to social media 24 hours prior to your open house. Price reduction, it gets rebranded, republicized, pending, sold, right? So each one of these is brand new videos produced, brand new social media mechanism to make sure that through the whole life cycle of the property, that continues to get eyeballs to you and to that home. The other thing with the automation is where you can send it. So as a lot of you probably know, Facebook takes a different video file than X. If you wanted to send it to LinkedIn, LinkedIn requires a different type of video file than YouTube, right? So right now what ERA covers is Facebook and YouTube. When you upgrade to Pro, included in that $19, as well as all the other videos, is that we make an Instagram version, a TikTok version, a LinkedIn version, an X version. So no matter where it is that you are wanting to send it, we've got the right video file to make sure it's optimized for you, right? And then lastly is Studio. I don't have this turned on, but if any of you, I don't know if anybody here is familiar, back in the day, there was a company called BombBomb, and they're still out there, and they're a great company. But essentially, ERA came to us and said, hey, because it's a little cost prohibitive, is there any way that you could make us our own version of what BombBomb does? And so we did. What Studio does is this gives you the ability to truly make your own personalized videos. Now you can kind of see in the preview here, you can take your own photos, your own videos, make your own video projects, or you can utilize a full teleprompter. You can record yourself. So I might be able to say, hey, Wayne, man, thanks so much for having me on the call today. It was great getting to talk to everybody. Let's do it again in a month. Meanwhile, hoping to see you in San Diego, big guy. Talk to you soon. Right? Quick little personalized messages that you can record through Studio. And the power of video can be sent through email now. Right? So videos are awesome. Like they're king, right? Everybody loves video. But email, oftentimes we have big client databases with email where it's an easy way to stay in front of our clients. The problem is you ever try and attach a video to an email and it's a nightmare, right? Oh, it's over 25 megs, you can't do that. And so what Vmail does as a part of Studio is we have different templatized or themes around, hey, let's connect. It was great to meet you. Come see me at my open house. Merry Christmas, happy spring, all kinds of different seasonal things. And now you're able to record or create videos and send those in really nice themed Vmails, right? So anyway, so all of that, comes down to it's $19 a month. It should be super easy for you to upgrade, right from this little gold button from within the system. It's not it's a month-to-month thing, and there's no annual contract. And any time that we add new features, we just include that, at the $19. So for instance, we've got a mobile app that we're going to be launching here at the end of the month. The mobile app's not you're a pro user, and so, but that's only another $5, or you know what I mean? It's just, you pay $19, all the cool new stuff that we constantly crank out is a part of that package. So anyway, so that's pretty much it, and again, under settings, we try and do a good job of trying to highlight that for you, but it's just more or less, it's a lot more video production, which is why we end up charging the $19 to help cover all of that.
Yeah, perfect. I appreciate you taking the time to talk about that. And we have a lot of folks that see value in tools like this, and then that might be something that is valuable. You don't have to. The first you know, 95% of this call was everything was included. So, but
Yeah.
you know, definitely
We
good to
actually
know.
we've got a really cool stat that you're going to hear at Fuel that I'll just let you know. The ERA team did this. I believe that it's Alex who's presenting it, but last year, ERA nationwide, this blew me away. I was like, oh, that's sweet, you know. But ERA nationwide, their team went in and they were essentially going through, hey, what's the value, you know, of each of the different vendors that we utilize? And we want to make sure that our agents and offices, you know, our affiliates are getting maximum value. So they took every single one of their listings nationwide, big market, little market, doesn't matter. They said, when was the list date and when was the sold date, right, of every property that did not have any Videobuzz automations going. And then they did the same exact thing and they said, what's the list date and when's the sold date for the companies or agents that had Videobuzz automations all running? And what they found was the listings that had Videobuzz automations running sold on average 36 days faster. Right, which is huge. I mean, that's a significant difference. So, you know, take from that what you want. But yeah, every listing in all of ERA, their data team went through and sourced all of that, and you know they posted it out to Instagram, and we're gonna make a big stat reveal, you know, coming up. But if you're ever wondering about the automation, you know, to me, I was like, that's pretty cool. You know, something I didn't really have to do. I just set up. And to constantly be able to be dripping out there and staying in front of the market and in front of people, you know, there's a lot of value in that. So anyway,
Love it. No, I love that. I love that stat, man. Goodness. So very cool. Well, thank you very much for your time. I know you're a busy guy and you always drop everything to hop on calls like this with us. So I definitely appreciate that. And I will be grabbing something for you either in March or early April, you
sounds
know,
good.
yeah, hop back on with us and give us all the new tools and things that you've updated. So I'll definitely we'll definitely have you back on.
Awesome. It'll be fun. Well, thanks everyone for having me. I'm gonna get going, and don't be a stranger. You know, if you get in, you need any help, as Wayne said, hit that resources tab and reach out to us. We'll get you taken care of.
Awesome. Thank
All
you,
right.
Mo. Thank
Thanks
everyone for
everyone.
joining.
See ya.